What is going on, guys? Thank you so much for coming back to Cobra TV. I wanted to upload the segment from the Paul Weir interview where he's talking about the ARG. The ARG means a lot to me because it is where I met a lot of you guys and where we were all getting connected to each other through an amazing and exciting time, solving puzzles online together, getting together in live streams and waiting for these live drops. So Waking Titan meant a lot to me, because it introduced me to a lot of you guys. So I wanted to upload this. We are also starting a new series called the No Man's Sky Experience, and it is where I'm going to be interviewing a few No Man's Sky YouTubers who were around before launch, during launch, after launch, all the way up until now, to get their kind of experience on what it was like covering with the game all the way through the entire ordeal. So I can't wait. We're going to be interviewing Just Jared, L Plays, Legacy Zero, Peaceful Gamer, and a few others, Semtex as well. I want to close off the series by doing a live subcast with you guys where you can come on and talk about your most memorable experience, whether it be a positive one or a negative one, and close off the series with that. Without further ado, here's Paul Weir talking about the ARG.
But I mean, alongside all this, like, there's been the two ARGs, and I've been very heavily involved in those as well.
Yeah.
So that's involved lots of music and sound design.
All right. How was the ARG experience for you guys, and seeing how we all reacted to it? Was it exciting for you?
Yeah, I loved it. Absolutely loved it. It was the first one. Like, most of the team didn't know we were doing it. And Sean first mentioned it to me when we were at San Francisco GDC, Game Developer Conference. And it was totally left field. He was like, come meet these guys. Like, we're going to do an ARG.
Just
nothing to do with the game whatsoever. So, like, we had a drink and it was like, oh, that's cool. That's why we missed getting that award.
Oh, really?
Yes, because we were speaking to the ARG guys, and I was like, we should probably, I mean, I know we're not going to win, but we should probably be there. Just, you know, I mean, we should be there. Like, we're already there. We're just across the road. Like, kind of being asked to attend, we should be there.
Yeah.
But we were kind of so enjoying our conversation about the ARG, we kind of forgot. And then, like, all at once, Sean's phone started firing off, and Innes's phone started firing off. We're like, what's happening?
Yeah.
like, where are you? So that was the beginning of the ARG, and I was more involved in the first one. I was still involved in the second one, but more than the first one, like helping to create some of the puzzles and creating the cassette tapes that went out. And that was enormous fun because it was, again, it was small. It was just a few of us. We were very hands-on, and it was lovely to do something and then, you know, see an impact almost immediately in the community. And it wasn't about the numbers. Like, the numbers didn't interest me. It was just that people picking up on it, solving the puzzles.
Yeah.
I was thinking, well, they solved that really quickly. We'll have to make it harder next time. Like, how do we do that? And I think I can't remember who I did it for. I did one tape, and only one of them where I did like a whole side of soundscapes just for that one tape. Did you get a tape?
Yeah, I got a tape. Yes, yeah.
Was it yours? I can't remember. Maybe
mine has the woman's voice on the one side in the middle of the cassette tape, and and she's saying that one day you'll have a puzzle, don't solve it or something like that. I can't remember. My memory's going too. And on the other side, it was the one that had like the pulses in it that I think related to music notes.
Okay. Oh, that one. Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah, that was my puzzle. That one.
So is that?
We'll get that really quickly. Is
that your handwriting on the thing that says 9 of 16?
That puzzle, I thought that puzzle was the simplest. So I for a couple of them, I helped design them. But actually, that one took people like a day, which is quite long to solve. And when I saw the solution, I was like, that's a really good solution, but it's way more complicated than the actual solution is. But obviously people got it.
I thought I did something wrong.
No,
because
I loved doing the tapes.
Yeah, I thought I did something wrong because when I recorded it onto the PC, it was such a mess. I had to backwards engineer everything to get it onto the computer because I had no idea what I was doing. And I made a mistake, and I told everybody I have tape 9 of 16, and I should have never done that. Never. I mean, I was bombarded, and so when I got it onto the computer, first time it was clipping, and I didn't realize it, and then the second time, I think there was it wasn't clipping as much, but it was still clipping. So then I had to do it again. So we're talking a whole side of recording before when I made these two first mistakes. Right. So everyone's like telling me to release it, and when I finally got it to not clip, I didn't see a spectrograph in there, so I thought I did something really wrong, right? So I was worried. I'm like, oh my god, they picked an idiot to do this.
But the FFT stuff, frequency stuff, is relatively straightforward. But we did experiment with a lot of different ways of embedding codes in audio. Part of which we did on the second ARG, and that's also enormous fun, like thinking up ways of hiding messages, and seeing, but also us watching when we did the drops, watching footage of people going on location, whatever, going into shops or picking up envelopes, and that's just like tremendous fun for us to see.
Yeah.
So I think we only did the second one because the first one was such fun and people seemed to enjoy it so much, and the numbers were terrific. Like, we were surprised by how many people got involved in that.
Yeah. It was so I guess exciting because as a YouTube content creator, I'm reporting on this Waking Titan thing before I knew for sure if it was even connected to Hello Games. You know how scary that was uploading that video? Yep. Like all those videos, like I don't know what to say here, but this is what's happening. Right? And then when you guys sent the package to me, I covered up most of your address so the internet couldn't see, and then I tried to prove everyone it was. I don't know if you guys wanted me to do that or not. I don't know if I upset Sean. No. But here's what I want to kind of explain why I did that. Is because there was so many people on so many different sides of the fence. People were mad at other people thinking it was Hello Games, and people were thinking that it was, and it was starting a little bit of controversy. So I decided I was going to use it to finally connect it, and let's all get on the same page, guys, and let's get excited about this thing, and let's play this thing. This is Hello Games. That's the reason why I did it.
No, and there was that like week or so where like on Reddit, people were getting really angry, whether it was connected or not connected.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I took a lot of sadistic pleasure in that, and just like when you know the answer.
Right. Yeah.
and being able to like sow confusion in the community, like dropping stuff in, and mess with people the other way around. That's quite fun. But obviously the second one we didn't have that element of surprise, but there was extra layers of complexity and polish to it that we didn't have with the first one.
Right. Yeah. So, did you guys take amusement in watching people play with Beanie Babies out in the open in public?
Which ones are Beanie Babies?
It was the drop in Boston, I believe.
Oh, I didn't watch that. Yeah, no, I didn't see that.
Yeah, everybody had to. They met with Bob from that. Everybody calls him Kylo Bob. Okay. Bob from Allison Smith. He came out there and he had a bunch of stuff to give them. When they all opened it up, it was a bunch of Beanie Babies, and they had to set them up at a tea party. So they had plates and they had cups, and people were walking around these guys. There's like I think 4 people showed up, and they're walking around staring at these grown men playing with toys out on the ground, and I was just dying, dude. It was so funny.
So this is something I know nothing about, which is so typical of us, that there'll be whole things that we literally know nothing about that we've done. And Alice and Smith are phenomenal, and we've got a really good relationship with them.
Oh, they're amazing. Absolutely amazing.
And I think they enjoyed working with this. It can be frustrating at times for them. Particularly that we don't have a reputation of planning very far ahead. Like, so things tend to get left to the last minute and changed quite a lot, which can be difficult when you're planning something like an ARG, but it also means that actually we can react really quickly as well.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of having to change and plan very quickly, when it started, when the second Waking Titan started back up, it abruptly stopped. And was that because maybe there was a decision you were going to Xbox, or and there was a lot of silence, and we didn't understand why.
I don't know. I was less involved in planning that second one.
I see. Okay.
I don't know what timeline was. No.
That's pretty much what everybody was speculating, is that the announcement for Xbox was the reason why that.
Right.
Yeah, and that's kind of what everyone was speculating. It was exciting times. Really was.
Yeah, well, it's, again, it's like, I've said this before, and it is really nice. Now, obviously, we do, look at Reddit and various other places, mostly Reddit, obviously Twitter, and it's very rewarding seeing people, talk about the game, but also useful for people who've got issues. Like, it's obviously people do bug reports, but it is helpful. See what's happening in the real world. So it's sort of like there might be the conception, and it's not. I don't think it's true for any games company.
Yeah.
That, we exist in one place, and another players exist in another place, and we've got no idea what's happening there. And that's not true. We care about how people play the game. We're interested. People doing fantastic screenshots. Like we love those. We'll send those around. It's just seen like Sean's now tweeting a lot more as well.
Oh yeah.
So, it's a funny game. It's a funny relationship, and often we're as baffled as anyone else. But somehow or other, things seem to get done.
Yeah. Definitely. There's a question here.